I apologize for not being here when you called first. The day started at 7 a.m. at the Polk County Youth Fair for me, and I actually still have students in the heifer ring, so I'm looking to get back. So, my name is Christy McCullough. I teach physics at Winter Haven High School. Yes, I said physics. I've taught in Polk County Public Schools for 15 years at several schools, and I was the lead teacher for the summer physics program at Bartow IB School. I am not now or ever previously a member of PEA, and I am not here to talk about salary. Before I was a teacher, I was a CPA with one of the big 6 firms. I understand fund accounting and the complexity. What I'm here to talk about is why you almost lost me. My certification is very hard to find. Of all the certifications in Florida, less than half of 1% of the teachers can teach physics. That's all. You have at least 2 schools in the county that don't have a physics teacher, that your kids can't take it because there's no one to teach it. 2 years ago, I almost walked away. And the reason is not physics. I love physics. I'm teaching it in the classroom where I learned to love it. It's awesome. But the reason is I don't just teach physics. I always have taught biology or upper level math, and those are the subjects under pressure. Right now, the last year I taught Algebra 2, more than half of my students had not passed the Algebra 1 EOC when I taught them. So they were not prepared for my class. That's the way life is. We teach what we get. We do our best to get as much knowledge into the kids we can. And that's fine. We can't pick the students we get. But what happens now is that we don't get to use our judgment. You don't respect our professionalism and our judgment because we spend our planning time, instead of planning, listening to someone tell us how to teach. We are often sitting in a room where someone tells us a lesson plan. In math, if I'm on a certain page, then I'm automatically going to get a knock on my evaluation. But at the same time, I'm asked, have you differentiated between the students? Are you remediating? And so those are not possible to go and think. In my experience, again, my experience as a teacher, that either the schedule is the king and all that matters, or student mastery is the king. You really can't have both. You can't worship both, okay? Now, what happened to me 2 years ago is amazing, because as I was ready to walk out, my principal came to me and said, I hear you have an ag degree, will you teach ag? Less than 1/4% of all the certifications in the state of Florida are in ag, and yet every high school in Polk County has at least 1, 2, 4 ag teachers. We have people that drive here from Hillsborough County to teach ag. There are people that have camped at the Polk County Youth Fair all week, so their kids. And so the reason I'm here is because of ag. Why does that work? Why will I stay for ag when I won't stay for math? Just think of that, please. Thank you.
I have called all the names of people who submitted cards. Mr. Bridges, I guess what I would ask you is, the next step here is mediation.
That is the next step in the impasse process, unless the parties waive it.
Okay. So we want to thank everybody